What we're trying to do with our research is look at systems to help overcome fescue toxicosis, or to minimize the effects of fescue toxicosis. Fescue causes a lot of problems in our cows in this state and all over the southeast and lower Midwest. First of all, poor reproduction in cows and severely reduced weight gains on the calves. But some of the visible things that we see are enhanced heat stress on these cows. So in the summertime, or even as it starts warming up in the spring, we see cows going to ponds and standing in ponds instead of out grazing. In the wintertime, it's also a problem because what we see is sometimes the end of their tails will freeze off, again because of poor circulation. Sometimes the tips of their ears will freeze off. And another probably more dramatic problem than that is a symptom called fescue foot. Those hooves can actually fall off. Ultimately, this costs our cattlemen a lot of money, and we're trying to figure out how to reduce those impacts. One of the problems that we have with this is tall fescue is well adapted to some of the poor soils that we have in the Ozark region. Some scientists have taken the benefits of the tall fescue, which comes from a fungus inside that plant that gives it improved persistence, but it produces the toxins in cattle. Well, scientists have taken a different fungus, put it in the fescue plant so that it doesn't produce the toxins, but still gives the plant some benefits to reduce the impacts of overgrazing, gives it better drought tolerance and things like that. The seed itself is over $4 a pound, so you're looking at $80 to $100 seed cost per acre to renovate. So what would they benefit by converting a small amount of acreage and using that at strategic times? We converted 25% of the total pasture area to the non-toxic fescue and evaluated how it stacked up against the toxic fescue or alone, or compared with what if we did convert the whole pasture area to the non-toxic. As far as the 25% novel endophyte infected pastures, what we saw there was primarily a benefit on calving rates. Regardless of the calving season, we got a better calving rate by putting those cows on non-toxic forage for 1 month prior to breeding, and then carrying them the first approximately 3 to 4 weeks of the breeding season. So that was a big advantage to us, and particularly benefited the spring calving cows. Our spring calving cows for the past 5 years now have averaged roughly 50% calving rate. Where we had 25% novel fescue, we bumped that calving rate up to 80%. That's exactly what we got on our cows that were on non-toxic fescue year-round. Bottom line there is, on those spring calving cows, we were able to offset all of the toxic effects on the cows.